Good morning, my dear students. Today we would like to discuss new concepts, that is digital divide, which is an important concept in socio cyber informatics. So, what is mean by digital divide? Now, people are using this ICT, information and communication technology. This is a very important driving force of modernization of the citizens. Unfortunately, the adoptions of these ICT varies significantly across the uh, what we say that uh, across the countries. What is the major problem behind these variance or difference? That is called digital divide. Digital divide is a gap that between people who possess a regular access to the information technology and those who do not have its access. That's called digital divide. It's a gap between people who possess regular access to the information technology, one category, and those who do not have this access, two categories. So the difference between the two categories called digital divide. The term digital divide refers to the gap between individual household, business, and geographic areas that different socio-economic level with regard to their opportunity to access ICT and their use of internet for a wide variety of activities. Access is usually defined as having a network connected machine is one's home or workplace. That is called accessibility. So simply digital divide means the difference between two group of people having regular access, not having this access. Clear? What are the factors that affect that contribute to the digital divide? How it will happen? Suppose we are introducing ICT in our common for example, take an example that Akshaya illiteracy that is implemented in Malappuram districts to the entire population. So, is there any digital divide? Definitely. Now we can see what are the factors that contribute to the digital divide. First one, that is gender. How gender contribute to the digital divide? While after discussing all these things, you may be clear what is the concept of digital divide. How gender affect digital divide? Female have less access to the internet than males. It's a common phenomenon. I'm not interfering the gender equality, but the common phenomenon that female members have less access to the internet than male members in some countries. So that contribute to the digital divide. So the difference between female members having internet connection and male members having internet connection. Clear? This difference is called digital divide. The next, physical disability. How physical disability contributes? We can simply say that visually impaired and blind people are not fully able to use this computer or this electronic device. But we can see that we are witnessed that some of the fellows with disabilities are well versed in computer technology than those people having abilities. Clear? That is an exemption. But in usual practice, disabled persons are not fully able to use these computer gadget or electronic items due to their disability. Clear? The next one, physical access. Lack of telecommunication infrastructure with sufficient reliable bandwidth of internet connection and the ability to purchase these internet connectivity equipments create a digital divide. For example, people living in a corporation area or a town are more accessible internet connection than people who are living in a rural area. Clear? Or people having a high capacity to purchase these gadgets. There is a difference between these two people. The next one, lack of ICT skill and support. People in many areas do not have a proper skill about these modern technology. The next, attitudinal factors is a very important factor. Culture and behavioral attitudes towards this technology is another cause of digital divide. Many people thought that new technologies are harmful for their young generation. Now it's a common saying. Many computer gadgets or electronic items are very harmful. It's a fact. It's a fact. Even though people are saying. Clear. That creates some digital divide. The next age. Young people feel more comfortable with new technology and are able to benefit from it than old people. We are witnessed that some newborn babies or kids or children are well versed. They are well versed in computer and mobile technologies than us. We are learning all these things, but they are well versed. They are techists, inborn technologists. Clear. That is age. The next, family structure. Families with children have more computers and internet access than families without children. As an example, we know that. But there are certain exemptions. Some aged people are well versed than us. Okay. The next, self-motivation or inducement or initiativeness. People may not use computers because they are not interested. Some of the people are using computers or electronic items due to their motivations or self-motivation. So these are all the factors that contribute to the digital divide. Clear. The next to see what are the effects of this digital divide. After effects or what we say, the impact of digital divide. Let us see first one, economic inequality, effects on education, democracy, economic growth, social mobility. Let us see one by one in brief. First one, economic inequality. How economic inequality will come as a result of this digital divide? Digital divide create economic inequality because those who have access to the modern technology can easily collect valuable economic information and achieve economic progress than those not having an easy accessibility with modern technology. For example, countries having high sophisticated technology are better performance than countries having less technology, particularly in COVID diagnostic areas. Clear. Some countries having less technology, some states in India having less medical technologies or medical equipments. They are eagerly waiting to address. They are what we say that they are addressing a lot of problems than state having high sophisticated technologies. Okay, the next one, effect on education. It has an impact on education also. How students who have internet access and computer can acquire more valuable knowledge from the internet than those people having not having internet connections. Clear. From your class itself, it is very clear. People have good mobiles or computer and electronic items. They are easy access all these medias or social medias or knowledge reservoirs than people not having these equipments. So it will affect on education also, learning process. The next, democracy. The use of internet can lead to the better democratic setup, increased public participation. How? Now people are even in lockdown period, people are using social media for protest. Many protests we are witnessed during the lockdown period. People who are raising their voice through these social medias, through their status, Facebook, WhatsApp, and lot of social media they are using. In such a way, we can contribute to the democracy. The next, economic growth. Digital divide influence economic growth because increase in productivity is connected with the use of information technology, and companies with these technologies may have advantage and can compete better than those companies with other companies. Then the last one, that is social mobility. Social mobility means in ICT or information technology that play a vital role in increasing people's learning, professional work, and career development, that contribute to the social mobility of the people. We know people are intended to move to the countries having technologically advanced than technologically less advanced countries. People are interested to move from place to place depending upon the technological advance of the country. For what? For getting more knowledge, for getting more professional jobs, for getting more return, etc. etc. This is the reason why countries are compelled to move up or acquire more technologically advanced or sophisticated improvement in our entire space of the growth. Clear? These are all the effects of digital divide. By this, let us conclude today's class. Thank you to all. Okay.